4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, little puffins, and welcome to another episode of Eat Puff Love. We are your host, Growlr.
And your boy, Vybz.
How you doing today, Vybz?
I'm good, Growlr. When did the earthquake happen again in Turkey and Syria? 3 weeks ago?
No. It was, oh, did I say it was 3 weeks ago?
Did you? I don't know. I'm checking in to see when it happened.
Oh
Trying to make sure we're on the same time. We're in the same universe, space, and time.
We are in the same universe.
Time is relative, but you know.
I actually saw a what is the thing called that we saw today? The timekeeper, Hedgeway, Stonehenge. We saw the little mini Stonehenge, and if you all have not done your understanding of these massive time structures that exist all over the planet, it was really cool to see a little mini size one. I couldn't read it, but it was there nonetheless. You know?
No comment. I am not about to talk about Stonehenge.
Well, I'm excited to talk with you.
Sounds a little ancient alien-y, the way you're talking about it.
Well, I'm excited to have an episode where we get to talk with each other because we've had so many great guests on our show over the past few months that we've not had the time to really reflect on all the stuff that's been happening and then all the things that didn't make it onto the episode. And so tell me, like, what's been going on? You
just said that like this is going to be like Lost Files or it's not the gag reel. What's the ones that didn't make it on the show?
The behind the scenes. This is the behind the scenes.
It's like SZA's second album. All the stuff that nobody really wants to hear.
Oh my gosh!
But you put it out anyway.
Oh my.
Here we go, everybody. So what's been up with me? I mean, well. Life's been up with everybody. We're now in the year 2023.
2023.
I'm now 44. 4 plus 4 equals 8.
Yes.
What does that mean, numerologists out there, friends?
I'm sure
we don't have to look.
Oh, I was gonna look.
Somebody, little puffins. If you know, I know that people in numerology like to add numbers, and those things mean things. So.
Put it in the replies to the posting of the episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us what it means.
Turned 44.
Awesome. What'd you do for your birthday?
What did I do for my birthday? I'm trying to remember. What did I do? Oh! I know what I did for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
So I had. Well, we went to the Word Museum, and some friends came to town from
Talk about the Word Museum. What's the Word Museum?
It's a museum about words. And then we went to this cute little hotel and had cocktails. Mm-hmm. The Eaton Hotel.
The Eaton
EATON Hotel here in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, this was all in one night. And then we went and had Korean food because you know how I love Korean barbecue. Mm-hmm. And then from there, we went back to your place and had a little jam session, music.
Yes.
So it was a good birthday. And then I just kept on going until celebrate my birthday all month. And then we landed on your birthday.
Yes, my birthday is a little over a month from your birthday.
Yeah,
just a little tinge, like a month and 15 days ish.
Okay, there's a lot of numbers in this episode. So yeah, the celebration of birthdays, the new year was real kind of calm, cool, and collective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done any major travel. Went down to I don't even want to say where I went. based off of all the shit that's happening in that place. But I went down to the Florida. Ron DeSantisville.
Florida.
And hung out with my bestie, and she and I just kind of hung out.
Shout out
chill.
to bestie.
Yeah. But then, we went out, we had really great food, and then she took me to what I think might have been used to be a plantation. So that was a little awkward. It was like, oh, let's go to this garden. And I was like, oh, cool. Botanical garden. We'll go walk around. It was cold as fuck in Florida, too. But anyway, we go here and
which I don't think is fair. Like, Florida is like the one place that we all look forward to being warm all the time. And so when Florida's cold, I feel this is the only time I probably feel any sadness for Florida.
Oh, well. It was definitely cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought maybe it was like a plantation or something. I don't know. They didn't say a lot. It is Florida, but this was even before the whole the AP's nonsense BS with DeSantis and all that. But most sites in the United States don't say, yes, by the way, there used to be enslaved people here. Yeah. And people were making profit here. Yeah. They just kind of spin it as, oh, this is a lovely estate with these grounds, and it just kind of appeared out of nowhere, and all this European excellence made it happen, whatever. But that was not the highlight of my visit. The highlight of my visit was just spending time with my best friend and connecting. Yeah,
that's really beautiful.
Yeah. What about you? Tell everybody what you've been doing.
Well, 2023 is off and running. I had my 36th birthday at the end of January because, it's the time for Aquarius. And I had a great little birthday. Got to spend time in the mountains. Had some really interesting experiences in the great state of West Virginia.
Side note, stay away from the pickled olive in West Virginia, Berkeley Springs. Yes, stay away from the pickled olive in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. And stay away from the apothecary if the white woman, the Karen who works there on Saturdays, if she still works there, because the proprietor did respond to my little review post, but right. I'm not going to take them up on their offer. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But if she still works there, don't go on Saturdays.
Don't go on
and
Saturdays.
Find my Google post about it.
Oh my gosh. It's a very well written post. I quite enjoyed the suspense cuz that's just crazy. It was wild. So check that out. It is out there, folks.
Yeah, so anyway, this is what happened.
I know you want to tell the story.
We're in West Virginia. Okay, already people think West Virginia, but I have been to Berkeley Springs plenty of times. Rented cabins there, taken my younger siblings there, done little vacations there. It's been really cool, but this was pre-Trump, so that's probably telling. But anyway, we're 6 black folks, 2 white folks. We're in clusters together. We're in this little downtown. We walk into the shop. It's like a little smoke shop, but also a tea shop. It's busy. There's people there. We walk in, and the shop keeper at the time is like, oh, welcome. I know I'm a little busy. And then she starts to kind of like put people together. So she's like, oh, this couple who was like maybe white or they were brown. I don't know. She's like, oh, they're together.
Right.
And then we're all black. And she's like, she says directly to us, oh, I know you're all together. You're the same color. And I'm thinking in my mind, bitch, what? But she takes it a step even further, because that was like a slight, and I could have gone off, and I didn't. I was very proud of myself. But then one of our friends who are with us, he's like beeline when she's saying that, walking to the counter, and she's behind the counter, and she literally reaches out with her talons and puts it on his face and pats his face like he's some young, happy pickaninny. And she's like smiling and shit. And his response is kind of like a taken back, like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, no, I can't stay in here. I'm going to lose it. And we're going to get arrested on Growlr's birthday up here in the mountains. But this bitch follows us out the store. And is like, oh, my God, did I offend you? I was like, yeah, you did. She's like, well, not an apology, but, well, I led the BLM protest here. So I'm not like that. I still didn't lose it. I just was kind of like, okay, all right.
But here's the kicker. She says, so you should accept my apology.
Do you accept my apology? Hell no, I don't accept your apology. And she says, well, at least I tried and booked it.
Oh my god!
I'm like, what in the fuck white liberal bullshit is this? But that was West Virginia. No, wait, that was West Virginia.
Well, and it was interesting because there were all of the aesthetic things that you expect from
liberals.
It was like Black Lives Matter flags everywhere, Pride flags everywhere, trans flags everywhere,
Ku Klux Klan and Confederate flags, maybe not flying.
And Vybz, you only told one story, but we really were told that our party of 8 could not sit together in another restaurant because
fucking pickled olive. And if the mayor of Berkeley Springs is listening by chance, do fucking better.
Yeah, like we were told we could not sit together because there were too many of us. And then we were told they don't move furniture to put 2 tables together. And we said, okay, we'll sit at 2 different tables. And they said, well, we don't split up checks. And we were like, oh.
Well, we don't need to. Let's just start 2 checks. And basically we were told our money wasn't good enough.
And we were told to leave.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not going to beg you to pay our money to you. And this old tinted lavender-haired white woman, about 5'6", somebody's granny. So it's like, you're like, okay, she's old, so I'm trying to be respectful because you get that part. But she's gonna say, we're like, we'll just go down to the brewery, and she says, well, maybe you should. And I was like, well, that's what we gonna do.
Which, by the way, we had a wonderful time.
Yeah, and the people shout out to, what was the name of that brewery?
Oh, we should shout them out because the brewery was very nice and the people were very kind. The beer was good. We had
the vibe was nice.
I had a nice time and I enjoyed the beer. I also was enjoying a little bit of cannabis on that day. I had a lot of bit of cannabis on that day. Let me tell y'all, though, the coolest part about this trip was really just being in the beautiful mountains of West Virginia, being able to commune with friends and have just a really nice time.
That's outside the white microaggressions.
Outside of the white microaggressions. But yeah, we had a really nice time and, a lot of time by the fire and a lot of time sitting out on the deck, smoking J's together, which, what better way to enjoy West Virginia than high?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. It's always a great time to go and retreat somewhere and spend time with your friends. And we were celebrating your birthday and then, having your friends come together and connect. That was a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so birthday vibes.
Birthday vibes.
What is going on with Oscar? If everybody doesn't know, Growlr has a pet. I don't know if you call it.
I don't call him my pet.
Okay, well, what do you call Oscar?
I call him my family.
His family. And Oscar prances around and his nails are just click, 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 clacking everywhere.
Oscar.
We're trying to figure out what's happening.
He wants a treat.
Maybe this is a great time to take a little break and give him a treat.
Yeah, he wants a snack.
He needs a CBD, everybody, because Oscar, like most people and most mammals in the world, suffers from anxiety, and he's a little older.
Yeah.
And so he needs his medicine just like we do.
Hey. We're going to take a break and we will be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ow, ow. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, Little Puffins,
Little
to another episode of...
We are already in this episode, dear
know,
sir.
but we're reintroducing ourselves to our Little Puffins and those who may be their first time here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the newbies. Hello, hello, hello out there.
I'm your boy Vybz.
And I am Growlr.
This is
Eat
Puff Love. So go ahead, tell us what you were just talking about. Your thought about maybe or not doing video cam.
I'm just saying I've thought about doing a little bit of a mutual camming. I haven't done it. I've done it in the past. I just haven't done it.
So which one is it? You've done it or you haven't done it?
I haven't done it in the last 10 years.
So then why are you talking about like you don't know the rules of engagement?
I just don't. You know, the scene has changed. The
scene has changed.
The scene has changed out here.
How has the scene changed? How has the online cam masturbation scene changed? I guess now you can. Well, I'm sure that's not changed either. I'm sure there was always a pay feature.
Yeah, there was always a pay feature. Anybody from St. Louis remembers, pick up the phone.
Is that like a hotline or chat line?
Every night. So if you're from St. Louis, then you know this. Every night, you know, when late at night when all of the commercials would come on, Home Shopping Network kind of shit would come on, but there would always be the hotline that come on, and it was
the 1-866 or whatever. No, that's like free, but whatever they were, like 1-900.
Yeah, like those 1-900 numbers, and your parents always warned you, don't you ever dial those numbers on my fucking phone.
I have a story about that, but go ahead.
But the song was always those favorite. So St. Louis jingles is a whole different conversation, but this one was, you don't have to be alone tonight, so you just call me, pick up the phone. And then like they do the commercial, they'd be like, must be 18 or older to call. Don't worry. We can, and it's like in that whole voice. And then
so this was a local commercial?
This was a local one. This was a local one. And then they'd give the number and then they'd be like, so call now. And then the commercial would have all of the like rules and shit on there. And then it'd close out the commercial with, pick up the phone.
So that was for straight guys who were looking to talk to some woman and do like phone sex.
Phone sex, yeah.
Yeah. And I have a story about that. So when I was growing up, right before my mother purchased her home, we stayed in this apartment building. And we had a lot of cool friends. Like everybody, like it was like 3-story kind of like garden style, well, just open breezeways. Anyway, we all became friends. All the neighbors' kids became friends, blah, blah, blah. Then out of the blue, nowhere, this family, it was a mom, a white guy. His wife was white. Kids was white. This man had broken into the telephone box outside of the apartment units and had figured out how to dial those 900 numbers using other people's telephone lines. Now, I don't know, the box sat outside, so I don't know how he was able to do it, like in like where he was seated, because it wasn't like, this was like, cell phones were not as advanced where you could just like connect it. So he must have been out there like in front of somebody, because the call box was literally in front of someone's apartment. So he probably was out there like late at night, early mornings, beating his dick and chatting on the phone But literally, the whole community had to come together because he had racked up like thousands of dollars on people's phone bills, and they all got their phone bills at like the same time. Yeah, this is real life.
Pick up the phone.
You should have put the phone down.
Put the phone down, bro. Put the phone down.
Yeah, it's sad. But if anybody has an addiction, you got to get that kind of looked at, because it was definitely an addiction. And of course, his wife was so humiliated, and his kids. I think they moved not that much later, or she divorced him or kicked him out or something like that.
And what privilege that is to be humiliated and then have the ability to just move.
Oh, he had to pay those bills though. I don't think he got out of that.
Okay, because I was gonna say many
I
people
might have got a little time.
Look, I grew up in the neighborhood where you got humiliated. You took your humiliation and you got your ass on that school bus the next morning.
That's too much. But I get it.
Yeah.
But the other thing about call lines, I don't know about in St. Louis, but I know here there used to be like chat lines where this is like.
Is this like the party line?
Like a party line, yeah, like the later party lines.
Yeah, this was like my parents' generation was doing party lines.
It wasn't my parents' generation. Party lines have been around for forever, but
are you
when
talking
you
about
didn't
like
have to call an exchange and say, get off the phone, I'm trying to call, blah, blah, blah. This was like you were calling into a group meeting.
So this is
having conversations and being able to go into rooms and chat to people. And
this is the three-way calling.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. So stop trying to compare it. Just listen.
Okay,
so
I'm listening.
For
it
those
sounds
out
like
here,
an AOL chat line, but on the phone.
It's basically It's basically just like the first, like online. It's like a fucking Zoom meeting. It's a, but it was on the phone. Everybody gets dumped into one spot, and then if you connected with someone, you would be like, well, come and chat with me here. And you would chat one-on-one, or you would exchange your number and then get off and then chat, and maybe you might meet. And this was like a thing.
Wow.
This is starting to sound like our Desire Line conversation. What do you mean?
Look, when I was on three-way calls, that's what I did. We would set it up every day at school. I would tell my friend, okay, you call me at this time, and then I'm going to call such and such at this time. And from there, we know that such and such works at this time, so we could call them at their job at this time. And like,
I forgot people in Missouri can work when they're like 10.
This was in high school. Thank you very much. I was 14. But all I'm saying is that I don't recall a party line. I know my parents talked about it, but it was not a thing that I ever did.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I don't know, they might still exist. I mean, the internet still works the same way. I mean,
right. I mean, and there are people.
I mean, we run a group just like that. Basically, it's a party line, and people connect, or they connect as groups. And just talking about our bait group, everybody. I think we've talked about this in the past.
We have talked about this in the past, but it's like nothing new is being invented. Like, these are all just reiterations of previous things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the old maid knew again.
The old maid knew again. I mean, but speaking of old being made.
Cough brought to you by.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me put my hands up.
Hands up. Hands up. Throw your motherfucking hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Throw them 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 up. Hands up.
Why you gotta mix Beyonce into everything?
I do want to talk about Beyonce. And now, my friends, the moment that we have all been waiting for, Beyonce. Now, I want to talk to you, Vibes, because I have a lot of questions for you that I'm hoping that you can help me through on this subject. So the first thing I wanna ask is, did you listen to the Beyonce Renaissance album this past year?
Yeah, I mean, we've even made reference to it on it here on the episodes
You
on the
have
show.
made you've listened to that album. Did you think it was I don't know, your album of the year?
Uh, I don't really think about albums in that way.
Oh, Vibes.
Yeah, I don't really think of that.
Beyonce made the album of the year. I would also say Bad Bunny made the album of the year. That was a really good
Or is this
album
going
too.
to the Grammy conversation?
It's going to the Grammy conversation, and it's also going towards tickets. These Beyonce tickets are expensive, and
Mm-hmm.
it just I wonder, are you go buy the $800 tickets and
No. No, I am not.
if
No. Absolutely not.
why absolutely not?
Because I've heard a lot of people say how amazing the show is. I've seen all of the shows on the TV. And they are amazing. And like most things that Beyonce does, I enjoy it and I like to continue to look at it over and over, listen to it. But I just can't see in this economy or any economy where I would drop that type of money, $700, $800 on a ticket. And I know I'm gonna be all the way fucking in nosebleed. Like
Right.
I'm watching on a jumbotron. I know that people, if you have it and you want to spend it, I'm not shaming you. If you don't got it and you want to put it together so you can do it, do
Right.
it. But I'm saying for me, it's not worth it for me. I will watch it when it comes to Disney Plus or when it comes to Netflix or whoever she sells
HBO maybe.
it to HBO. I think that like we were thinking about how could we go? How could we make it work?
Yeah.
Um
We even talked about
but-
going to Europe.
yeah, but it's just not it's not feasible. And yeah, cuz like one of my friends and old coworkers, she hit me up and was like, "Did you get your ticket?" She's like, "Cuz I got two. I'm going to two shows. I'm already getting my outfit together." I was like, "Well, I'm
Yes.
jelly. Yes, enjoy yourself. I hope I see you there, but unless I win a ticket, we win a ticket, I
there-
won't be there."
There's also the part about like, I just fell in love. I just quit my job. I'm gonna find a drive. Damn, they murked me so damn hard.
I don't know how much you bet you can keep singing.
And like, it's like, Beyonce ain't. Who was it? The TikToker that was like, Beyonce ain't seen a day of retail work.
Oh well, see now you get into a whole different conversation.
Ooh.
I think you're yeah. Where are you trying to go?
Well, I'm just saying.
Because it sounds like you're critiquing lyrics to the reality of the singer's life.
No. What I'm saying is that there's also the acknowledgement of like this album.
Don't get stung. But go ahead.
This album is brilliant. It is amazing. I'm just saying that in this economy, Beyonce know how much money the rest of us making. So like,
And them tickets still start at $725.
yeah,
I don't. What are you trying to say? I don't.
I'm just saying that Bad Bunny did a really cool thing this summer.
Yeah. So then make the comparison then.
Bad Bunny did a really cool thing this summer by not only having those shows where people could go and spend what they could spend on it, but there were also these cool viewings for people
In his home country.
in his home country. I mean, even if she did it in Texas, if it was like, even if she did, I'm just saying.
So let's go back. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Growlr and I go to Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny went back to the island of Puerto Rico to do his concert, and what we understand is he gave the concerts for free, or at least one night was for free. I don't know if it's every night.
Yeah, there was a free night, but the show was streaming
on Mass TV network inside of Puerto Rico, so everybody could experience it.
So we were watching it while it was happening.
Right.
Even though we weren't there.
Right. And so I guess what I hear you saying is that with the amount of money and the brilliancy of Beyonce, you would expect that would be something similar?
I'm saying that to love Beyonce is to also criticize her. And I'm saying that
good.
And I'm saying that the time is over, in my opinion, for artists to continue to charge people close to a rent to a rent to come see the show when people are supporting her and she is wealthy and she's got. I'm just saying, and yeah, maybe I'll get came at from the Hive, but I stand with the Hive also. So
well, I'm not disagreeing with you. But I feel like it's an unrealistic demand on someone who is absolutely a capitalist. So to say that, I'm not saying that all the things that are being represented. I don't know Beyonce personally. I never met her. Just know what we see. But we can tell through action that, yes, one can create music that's uplifting and inspiring and still be like, I got to make my bag and I still have to live and accumulate wealth and I still have to do the blah, 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 and rationalize why I can sell the ticket at that price and not have a problem with it. And I think that's pure capitalism. So to expect anything else would not be rational, in my opinion. I think that, it's like everybody says about all people, like, that argument, you got to separate the artist from their art.
Right. I hear people say that.
Right. And the truth is that the artist always separates himself from their art. It is the artist, especially if you are someone on her statue, it is the artist, the image, the industry, the corporation. And then there is the person, the musician, however you see that, there's the individual.
The mom,
And then there is the idea of, I'm always looking to morph and change or see what the people are feeling so I can turn that into my art and have them
pay
they
me.
Need it. But then they're going to pay for it one way or the other. I'm going to capitalize off of it. It's just a thing. What? When we have these moments. It's when the liberal lens starts to crack. That's what it is. It's okay.
It's not the cracking of the lens. It's just it's the wishing for
someone that you look up to and you find inspiration from to be what?
Different.
Well, you know what they say.
Yeah, I know.
You can't expect anybody to be like you want them to be, and that's just the truth.
'Tis the truth, it is.
Oh,
I know.
It's
all good though.
Come here.
Oh, I know.
Come here, brother Malcolm. Everybody, tell everybody.
Be on me. I gotta vent myself up. I've got to cool it down.
Okay.
You got me.
You gonna get sued.
Heat it. No, but for real. Hey,
A
but you know
clip is
what?
all you
know
get.
what?
30 seconds.
You know
if
what
that.
though? Here's the kicker though. Here's the kicker. One thing I do know about it, if I get to the level of being sued by Beyonce, then I've made it. I mean, think about it. Like she always said,
you even made it if you have lawyer fees you can't afford.
She always says this. She's like,
God.
what is it? One. Even if she just tweets about you, you become famous.
Capitalism.
I know.
All right. So what else has been happening? Who else has been out there making things happen?
Bad Bunny.
Okay, well, we're not going to talk about Bad Bunny. Who, yeah. This is not a music review episode.
Because the booty go do what it want to.
Okay, Growlr.
Okay, I'm off Beyonce.
Yeah, thanks.
I am off it.
Yeah.
I'm off it.
How about we take a little break so we can he can go ahead and get his dance on the the dance floor, even though all it was from the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Re-imaged. It was great. I loved it now. But anyway, I'm just saying. It's like when your parents were talking about the party room or the party line. It goes along with that. Anyway, little puppets, we'll be right back.
I have a question for you.
Right now at the break?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you after the break.
Okay, well, go ahead and answer. I mean, you've already said it now.
Oh. Who you rooting for at the Super Bowl tomorrow?
The ribs. That they're going to be bomb. The chicken wings.
You excited to hear Rihanna tomorrow?
I'm going to watch because all of the controversy that all these old white men keep, and black men, patriarchal men in general, keep coming for Rihanna pre-Super Bowl. And I know she's going to come out there like, I ain't got shit to prove.
Right.
I hope she even addresses it in some kind of way. I think
nice.
that would be awesome.
It'd be real nice.
Kind of like thumb nose, what does it say? Thumb at your nose or something like that. Whatever that saying is.
What is that?
I don't know. I hope she just throws up her middle finger and says, fuck you. Are we back here?
Not yet. And we're back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome.
And thanks to all our little puffiners who continue to listen to us. Make sure you follow us at Eat Puff Love on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
yes,
and Podbean. You can also listen to all our episodes, past, present, and future. On all podcast streaming platforms. Now, so go ahead, Growlr.
So
we've gotten to the point in our episode where we will
have our Eat Puff Love moment. So I'm gonna spin the wheel first, and then you can spin after.
Okay.
And that way
we hadn't discussed that, but okay. Not that I wanted to go first or anything.
Oh no! You go first.
You go. Come
no,
on.
I don't want to go
Let's
first.
Spin the wheel.
No,
Ready?
I don't want to go first.
1,
I'm not spinning.
2,
I'm not spinning.
3.
Oh, I have gotten for you, Vybz.
What's that?
Your favorite love moment.
My favorite love moment. Well, I think last weekend it was so cold and chilly here in the city, and we had been traveling for a while. You know, I've gone, and we had to travel for other reasons, and so last weekend we just spent basically the whole weekend eating food, sexing each other, smoking, relaxing, and having a good time. And so yeah, that was my most recent love moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
I was not expecting that.
That's why they call them good vibes, everybody. Oh, that sounded really weird.
All right, let's spin this wheel again.
Are we spinning one more time? This time, Growlr is going to be up. Are you ready?
Ready.
Bam, look at that. Oh, it landed on your favorite smoke moment.
My favorite puff moment. My favorite puff moment.
Most recently. Oh, go ahead. You have a whole nother one. Go ahead.
I have a whole nother one. My favorite puff moment actually was is one that sticks out in my head. This was many years ago. You were visiting from Vermont, and I was living here in DC, and you were staying in an Airbnb, and we went and sat in the car on a very cold day, and we just smoked in the car. We smoked weed in the car, and we just talked for like hours, just hours.
Oh, this was in your car. Was this in your car?
This is in your car.
Oh.
This is in your car. So it's always my favorite smoke moment, puff moment. I have to figure out a new one. Sorry. This is
no. Why you have to figure? That's your favorite.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Look at him, everybody.
Oh.
Isn't he sweet?
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
All right. Is that, what do you call that? When people are eating into the microphone?
Oh, like
yes.
like that.
What's it called?
Oh, I don't know what people call it.
I think it's a thing. It's like MSR or something like that.
Oh, AMSR. Oh, you talking about when people? All right.
Okay. All right, little puffins. This has been another episode of Eat, Puff, Love.
Join us by subscribing wherever you get your podcast. And until then,
remember to
eat,
puff,
love. Puff on, little puffins.
Puff on, little puffins. See you next time.